You want 2K rumors and news, you in the right place. Want a community that's cool, you in the right space. You want tips, subscribe now and ring the bell. Then go to the park and give them hell. The Boot Squad is an organization with all winners. Soldiers up in formation, we all killers. And when you step on the court, yo, you're our dinner. When I play D in the fourth, yo, Kawhi Leonard.
Ooh, dope. Ooh, dope. It's your boy. You don't know brutal, Sim on the sea, wicked and mean with a next video for y'all, man. So y'all know what it is by now. Give y'all 5 seconds. 5 seconds to show your boy some love, because you know YouTube actually link the algorithms to likes. The more likes, y'all, the more likes, y'all, the faster y'all get these notices on time, y'all. 5 seconds to like up the video, y'all. I know y'all got your boy. I know y'all got your boy. Bruce Squad, we in the building. Logo Squad, we in the building. Now, I did a video yesterday, and a lot of people, I think because I didn't really complete the video, because they all see the time, the video was a long video, and after a while I was like, bro, this video going on too long, and I had to cut it where it's at. But I did, probably some people misinterpret what I was saying. I was not doing a video to say the defense is perfect and don't need to be addressed. Of course, there are a few things that definitely need to be addressed in the defense, in the game. I'm going to highlight it in a little bit in this video. But what I was basically saying, that a lot of people basically went with the meta builds, with the demigod builds. We saw the builds out there with the 80-something badges and this much badges. But these builds, we soon came to find out that these builds were pretty much lacking defensively. Especially with the rumor going around in the beginning of the year, yo, you don't need interior, you don't need interior. And then when people start getting dunked on, you need to fix the contact dunks. Nah, this might be interior. Let's be honest, right? And during this tenure, I created so many builds in so many different positions. One thing I saw is that interior makes a huge difference in terms of people dunking you in this game, or just stopping people in their tracks before they even activate these contact dunks. Because my build with high interior don't get dunked on a lot. Now I'm not talking about, I'm talking about contact dunks. Like, builds are out there missing hella dunks. Not saying I ain't gonna get bodied if I'm not caught in the wrong position. Yes, it is. Yes, I am. But if you create builds with, number one, without interior defense and strength, I don't want to see you talking about getting dunked on. Do not rely on high blocks to stop builds from coming in there and dunk. It just don't work. You need interior. And this is how 2K has always worked. Next thing I notice is that because I create multiple builds in different positions, that the power forward is really sluggish on playing perimeter defense. Now, people out there saying, and this is what they're saying, the lateral quickness is a 99. That's why they max the build out to 99, or it starts off at 95. How can I not stay in front of these builds? There's no 2K that drop. No 2K that drop that you could stay down in the defensive stance and rely on your lateral quickness. The game just hasn't been made yet. You cannot stay down in defensive stance. You always got to get up from the defensive stance and then use your speed to get back to the person and check them to stay in front of their players. Take it from someone who's been passionate about defense all the way through, who have always made lockdowns all the way through. You could never stay in front of these speed boosting builds with that quick first step Hall of Fame in defensive stance and stay in front of them. That means lateral quickness have never been equivalent to speed. Never been. And think about it in real life. You will never see a defender staying down in the defensive stance and keeping up with a sprinter. Of course not. He got to get up, sprint with the player, and check him. Then he get back in the defensive stance. Come on, y'all. We are talking basketball right now. I know. This is a lot. This is a lot to digest. But one thing I know is over the period, like how 2K works, and not much have changed. But a lot of people get carried away with seeing these badges, and it draw them in, and then they created the wrong builds, right? Because 2K made a few mistakes in this builder. A few mistakes that I think they will definitely address. The first thing first is giving centers and power forwards. A lot of people don't understand that my center at 6'9" actually got quick first step Hall of Fame. To be quite honest, that makes it so much more lethal that I was running point guard with it in the rec. And all he got is a 70-something dribble, ball handle, right? And ball and speed with ball. So quick first step definitely compensates for a lot what these builds are doing right now. That makes them a demigod offensively. Let's be honest. Let's call it what it is. Right? So that was one of the biggest mistakes, was to give these builds quick first step on Hall of Fame. Now, hopefully they don't overdo it and just remove quick first step in general. That's why I'm hoping that they don't break the system, because 2K tend to listen to content creators, look at a problem, and a lot of times they choose the wrong solution. That's why I'm always like, content creators, y'all gonna But anyways, the next thing is the attributes. The distribution of attributes when it comes to position in this game is really off. Power forwards definitely got more attributes. In that, you got the ability to create certain builds and look so amazing, but when it comes to you applying it in the game, yeah, when it comes to speed, you got that restriction. That does not make you as quick as a point guard. So shooting to a small forward, especially if you go based off speed. And speed has been one of the most important attributes when it comes defensive, when it comes to being there defensively in this game. Let's be honest. You're just not able to stay down in a defensive stand and get and play great defense one-on-one on an island. And let's look at it this way. If you want superstar builds, which is something we requested, we all requested superstar builds. We all did. Who could stop superstars? Who could stop LeBron one-on-one in the league? One-on-one without help from the team. Who could stop KD without help from the team? Then who could stop Kawhi one-on-one without help from the team? It's not possible. You need a team. You might slow them down, but they're all going to get their buckets. It's that simple, right? Now, I'm not saying that the game is perfect or something. There definitely needs some things to be addressed, and we're going to start off knocking off this list real quick. Now, the first thing, defensively, the shot contest should be addressed. It definitely needs to be addressed like yesterday. The shot contest is so broke. I'm seeing so much 100% smarter going in. It's ridiculous. And sometimes the reading, not just the result, but the reading is off. Sometimes someone ain't even close in terms of closing out, but they're getting like 40 something. I'm like, bro, he wasn't even close to, okay? And sometimes you're right there in his face and you're getting 7%. So it's a little off. So the shot contest needs to be a huge revamp really soon, because this is what is kind of making the faders really dangerous as well. Might be because they got blinders and dead eye, whatever, but at the end of the day, I got intimidator, I'm in your face, it should count for something. Now, the next thing needs to be addressed is the offensive rebounds. It's definitely terrible. It seems like offensive rebounds always try to find the closest offensive player. And it's ridiculous, especially if you're going against a CPU. Like CPU always, the ball always finds CPU if the CPU is down there, bro. There ain't nothing you could do. You could be the best defender, 99 rebounds. It's gonna find, or it's gonna try its best to find the closest offensive player. So the offensive rebound algorithm is off, and it's been off for a few years now. This definitely needs to be addressed. Definitely needs some more balance, or some more like. It should be based on position a little bit more, position sealing out and doing the right things instead of just finding the closest offensive player. Like that's the next thing that made the fade so dangerous, because once you step out there to help, you're dead in the water, to be quite honest, because the rebounds are already not in your favor. Now you give up your advantage, and then it's tough. Now, the next thing that needs to be addressed is clamps. Clamps needs to be buffed, y'all. And I think this is one of the biggest issues right now, which is letting a lot of people say, yo, defense don't really matter. I've done trials from bronze all the way to Hall of Fame, and from my experience, I don't see a huge difference based between Hall of Fame and silver. So I usually rock this in silver because I've been rocking it Hall of Fame and I'm getting the same amount of bumps. I'm like, bro, like I could barely check these dudes with Hall of Fame. Now when I went down to silver, it's like the same thing. So this badge definitely needs a huge buff. I think this will solve a lot of the defensive problems. A lot of people complain about blow-bys and stuff like that. I'm not talking about the power forward with the slow speed. No, even them, if they could get their body on the offensive player, they should body the player up a little bit more, especially if they got a little strength in them as well. But the clamps badge needs to be buffed dramatically. Now the next thing I got defensively is that quick direction change. Now the SAR actually did a video early in the year. Of course, I did that video where he spoke about foot planting, the new foot planting mechanism. Now this is much more evident on the defensive end when you don't have the ball, of course, when you're playing off ball. It's very, very evident that the foot planting is there, and this is and he did mention that it would be a little challenge to bounce it off, especially on the defensive end when it comes to changing direction, because they got to show the foot doing the perfect mechanic. Yeah. Whereas on the offensive end, with the quick first step Hall of Fame, people are gliding all over with the ball handling, and certain animation that they get with the ball in their hands give them that freedom and allow them that freedom to kind of bypass the foot planting mechanic and actually kind of give them a huge advantage offensively versus defense, because they're getting held back, right? If you understand what I'm saying. Now offensively, of course, we know the phase need to be addressed. We've been know that, everyone knows it, the devs knows it, everyone knows it, the phase need to be addressed. That's why I try not to speak about it as much, because it's like beating a dead horse, and I'm really annoyed because it's a recurring problem. It has been a recurring problem for every 2K that dropped, and I don't want to see it in the next 2K. Please, prevention is better than cure. Fix it. Now last but not least, the ankle breaker system. The ankle breaker system is and has always been terrible. I always know I could come down and spam certain move, and no matter how the defensive player plays, he's gonna get stunned or he's gonna get his ankle broken. No matter what badge he have, even if he sacrificed and put down that ankle brace, guess what? I'm gonna snap these ankles, especially if you have that takeover, which is ridiculous. Ankle breakers should be if someone miscalculates changing the direction in their certain speed and they do it too fast. That's how people get their ankles broken. I've never got my ankles broken in basketball. Guess what? Anytime someone make a sharp change, I'm not trying to be the best defender of all time. Like, let me make a sharp change, a direction with him. Now I usually let my body relax, straighten up, let momentum catch me, and then I'll make the switch in direction. It's all about momentum. So if you're going that way and you try to make a quick switch back way and the momentum is still pulling you back that way, I know if you understand, I say a lot of that ways. But if you try to make it to the momentum, usually messes up the player. That's what you call an ankle breaker. Or usually their foot isn't planted good enough based on the momentum, and that's how you get ankle breakers in real life. This is a simple concept that I think 2K could find a way to introduce to the game, right? So these are the things I think 2K need to look at right now. Outside of all, and I'm talking about gameplay strictly, of course you know all the server issues right now that's going on that they need to address, but this is not about servers, this is about the gameplay. And these are the things that 2K needs to address as soon as possible, right? So as I said, I was not saying that the defense don't needs to be addressed or certain things don't need to be fixed, but all I'm saying is if you got the wrong builds and you've been asking for superstar for years, yeah. Now, of course, I got a few more topics we're going to address soon. So make sure if you're your first time to the channel, man, make sure like the video and share the video and subscribe. And if you're not your first time, man, make sure like the video, share the video. You never know who's going to be informed. This video might help someone out. Your boy Simon, love, respect, bless up. Peace.